Hello Virgo, hope you're all doing well. This is your oracle reading for the next 2 weeks through to around about the 12th of May. God, I can't think what month I was in then. That's pathetic, isn't it? Is this lockdown? I don't know where I am anymore. I don't know what year I'm in. Anyway, let's make a start. Yeah, so I've drawn 3 cards for you from different oracle decks. They pretty much all say the same thing. So anyway, yes, let's make a start. Okay. The first card you've got, this is from the Enchanted Map, and it's the One Ring Circus, which talks really about being independent of other people, doing your own thing, setting out on your own path. Other people don't know what your life's supposed to be, Virgo, and other people sometimes are very well intentioned that they maybe try and help you a little bit, or maybe try and give their opinion or throw their 2 cents in. And this very much talks about you know best, and you honestly do know best. You know what works for you, you know what you need, you know where you need to be, and regardless of other people's intentions, they don't know your life, you know your life. And this talks about having the independence to maybe set off on your own, maybe go and live on your own away from other people, maybe go and find something that works for you. And this talks about like you can do anything you want. This person's just got the elephant and off they go, and that's it. They're complete as they are. They don't need other people to tell them anything. They don't need to be listening to anybody else's advice. They just go and trust, and everything's all good. And it talks about you're competent enough, you are capable enough. Again, anything you want, anything you need, anything you want to get, do, have, all the rest of it, it is all possible. And you just listen to your own words of wisdom, listen to your own gut feelings, and get yourself where you need to be, Virgo. All right. The next card you've got is this. This is from the Earth Magic deck, and this is Shaman, and it's talking about like ancient healing wisdom. And it says that, sorry, my hands are shaking. That's just old age, I think. It's terrible, isn't it? Anyway, it talks about healing of the mind, body, and soul, and how sometimes we can come a little bit disconnected from spirit, and we can end up fed up and depressed and down and ill and all the rest of it, which is really just a disconnect from who we truly are. We're meant to be well, we're meant to be happy, we're meant to be emotionally in a good place. And a lot of the time, life can so drag us down, can't it? And send us into some dark places. And God knows I've been there myself. And I think this talks about getting yourself built back up, with healing, getting yourself back into a good place, listening to your own sort of advice, really, of, what works for you, whether that is just to go out more, having more walks, get out into nature, whether it means just clearing energy from your own home, to open the windows, the curtains, let some light in. Sometimes by moving things around in your bedroom and your rooms massively helps as well to sort of shift energy, that you're waking up looking at a different wall, a different set of perspective, if you will. And I guess, which way this healing is working for you. Again, whether it's just physically that you've just been ill or down, or again, whatever that is, or emotionally, what healing needs to take place. And also, be kind to yourself during this time. Healing's not always an overnight thing that you suddenly wake up in the morning and that's it, I'm good. It can be quite a slow process. So take your time with that. Again, going back to that One Ring Circus card, you do what works for you, never mind what anybody else says or anybody else's opinions. Do what helps you to sort of get right within yourself, which way that is, and everything sort of shifts from that. It's hard to take on a job when we're not well, or hard to be in relationships when we're not well. And your health, whether it's again is emotional or spiritual or physical, your health is pretty much everything. And that's important that you spend time getting yourself back up to full health in which way that is. And every single one of us has got spirit guides and got helpers and got people who sort of will us on every single day. And again, whatever that way that is, they whisper to us, don't they? Try this, do that, have a go at this, try and eat that, that'll help. And I think, we all have that guidance and that inner ability to sort of listen to that really and do again what works for you and what shifts you into a better frame of mind. So again, I do think this is maybe needed for you, Virgo, in which way that is, all right. The last card you've got is from the Energy Oracle deck, and this is Happy Families, and this talks about, like, if you've had arguments with your family, if everybody's been arguing and bickering or whatever that is, it talks about like this being back up to, everybody getting back on the same page, everybody being happy again, everybody forgiving and forgetting any little tiffs or little arguments that, you may have had. This talks about like rainbows overhead and blessings coming and being able to see the rainbow, and life's not all bad. And again, if there has been people in your life who've been sort of interfering as you see it, or sticking their oar into your business again, people don't mean you harm, Virgo. People are trying the best, and a lot of the time, any sort of advice or help people try and give you is always coming from best intentions, and people aren't out to get you or trying to be awful. And again, I would just see it as if there has been a few little tips like that or a few little arguments, maybe again, just let that go a little bit, or accept sorries from other people and equally be in a position to say sorry yourself sometimes, all right? Because we're never going to be perfect people, and the people you're dealing with are never going to be perfect neither. We're all just on this journey together, and we all just learn and grow as best we can, through our life. And also, this card means to appreciate, again, the people in your life, because they're all just doing the best, all right, in which way that is. So I hope that makes sense to you, Virgo. But a lot of this is really healing. A lot of this looks like it just maybe needs time for a bit of a detox, in which way again that is for you, and again, Virgo, there's only you really can do that, not anybody else. So if this does make sense, I wish you sincerely all the very, very, very best, okay? And speedy recovery. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.